And welcome in to PPL episode 40, Pip's Planespotting live from Salt Lake City International Airport. I had that other stream, but I forgot to turn on the chat. So here we are, South Flow, 77 degrees from Salt Lake City International Airport. Expect to be South Flow. We might have a change to North Flow, but it is a wonderful day for Planespotting here in Salt Lake City International Airport. I am Pip, and I'm pleased that you could join me for the next couple of hours from the Rocky Mountains. Don't be afraid to say hi. And of course, we always recommend that if you like what we have to offer, we encourage you to like and subscribe. That way you'll know when and where we're broadcasting next. This is episode 40. Salt Lake City is my home base, but we do like to travel and get out. And if you are so inclined to support the channel, you're always welcome to send a super like or super chat, but membership is always free.
Negative, but Skyway 33 Tower at Quebec Crossing.
What's up, infidel fireman? What's up?
Sorry about that. Skyway 33. We'll cross 165 to Quebec, Hotel 655. Skyway 33. No worries. Sorry, I was giving exiting to the guy just exited there. You guys sound familiar.
So, infidel fireman, did you get any like big hail at your house?
Scout 3636 Tower, wind 3006, runway 16 left, clear to land, ready park. South 3636, when able, tell me when's the loss, please. 65 at 7, Thanks.
So, Genius and me forgot to turn on the shotgun mic, so that's probably why you could barely hear me. Sorry, infidel fireman. But glad to hear you only got rain and not huge hail. Yeah, see, I'm just gonna, if I ever build a home in DFW, I'm just gonna get a metal roof or live in a condo, right? Can you hear me all right? Thank you, sir. Thank you for the report. Yeah, I forgot to turn on the shotgun mic. My bad. That's all right. We're just getting started. Dude, it's such an awesome day out. It's like, it's perfect. And I hope you guys don't mind, but I did pick the shade, and it's awesome. It's, 5 degrees cooler, no winds. And right now they're on South Flow. Expect to see Southwest 36 from Long Beach, 737 700 in the next 60 minutes. Ooh, the airline based out of Houston. Nope, didn't have to work today, Bubbag. So I'm off today and tomorrow. So thank you for asking. Yep, excellent advice. So I think they may be switching up flow now, because I see an A330-900 heading to the south. So they may be switching flow on us, which is perfect.
Southwest 3636, ready to respond, stands up, Skyhawk departing the east runway, opposite direction, will be turning west behind you.
Well, good for you, Babak. Happy birthday. right, so we'll transition from that Southwest Airlines to our Airbus.
Southwest 3636, first turn any of the next three and then taxi hotel to 2 east to monitor ground 2377.
Alright, hotel to 2 east, monitor 2377, Southwest 3636 today.
Now, I hope Singularity is on because that's a perfect shot right there. So guys, give me just a second here. It looks like they're switching up flow, so let me change my equipment so I'm a little more configured. Well, I could probably do this. June 10th, okay.
First 26 LA Tower, wind 3308, runway 16 left clear to land, where do you park?
Now I gotta move the ATC audio you won't hear as well because my camera was pointed to it and there's nowhere to put it, so sorry. Alright, so you had a question about the airline based out of Houston. I mean, they're fine. I think they have WSI, so that's a bonus. Yep, got church in the morning, so.
There you go. 5670, Up 5670, you guys you ready and all that?
We're ready for departure 34 right, Delta 567.
5670, hold short, runway 34 right. Get you moving as soon as I can.
I appreciate that. We'll hold short 34 right, Delta 567.
Yeah, so what's the current rate? I wonder that. So what's the current starting pay?
Skyline 4055 Tower, you ready at the end? 4055, we'll need about 2 minutes. Skyline 4055, roger, advise. Alright, we'll let you know, Skyline 4055.
They are talking to the pilots in the tower, Bobag. And hi to everybody who just joined in. We'll be here for the next couple of hours. Whoa, 29. Dang. That's pretty solid, man. And no state income tax, too. But you have to live in Houston. So, yeah, I mean, they're pretty good. I don't know a ton about them. I used to have a friend who worked there. I think he's now at Southwest. I'll have to check in and see where he's at. But if he's still at Avello, I'll let you know. And see what he says. I got a couple connections through the grapevine, so I'll reach out. Yeah, but I honestly haven't heard anything bad. I'll put it that way. I mean, it is a startup still. It's still going. I mean, the cool thing is they run 737s, so you could be there and start out and then transition to almost any airline in a couple years. Yeah. For sure. Yep. And I know how you like to walk around like with no shirt on. Since you like the heat.
Departure flight 2086, right turn any of the next three and then taxi hotel to 2 East Monitor ground 2377. Gonna put a departure on the hold opposite direction there at 34 right.
Turn right then, hotel, monitor now, like 20.
Delta 56 heavy, wind heading 340, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. Hey, Delta 56, heavy clear for
That's right, the gun show. It looks like 56 Heavy, that's Delta A330-900 there. Off to Amsterdam's got the go-ahead takeoff, so whenever they're ready. Now we're getting a bit of north wind now. Typically, like on a day like here,
40 feet per hour will be a minute for opposite direction wing turbulence. That should be 3 minutes.
the winds will be from the south in the morning during the summer, and then turn to the north, like light winds from the north in the afternoon. I don't know if you guys noticed the pattern. Dario, my friend, buenos dias, buenas noches, I should say. So good to see you.
56 Heavy, affirmative, flight heading 340.
Yeah, 75 degrees and sunny, Dario. Yeah, Infidel, you'll be right. I mean, I went out on a date with a girl from Galveston, and it was like an hour drive from Intercontinental, so you'll be right there. Ah, Jeffrey from Roma, or Rome as we like to call. Buonasera.
Heavy calling departure 135.5. 355, Delta 56 Heavy, 63 Heavy,
All right, so just for those of you just tuning in, we went from south flow, switched it up. We're now back to north flow. So departing planes are going to be going to the north due to the wind change, the light north wind. We just saw Delta 56 Heavy take off to Amsterdam. Jeffrey, great to see you. I didn't know the coronation was happening next weekend. I actually may have to tune in for that. I've never seen a coronation, so that'll be very interesting. Jamshed, afternoon to you, sir. Another beautiful day here in Salt Lake City. A little warmer than yesterday, but I'm in the shade right now, so could not be happier. So it's like 75, no clouds. No, is that true, Jeffrey? Wow. We'll have to see. You know what? I'm going to have to email the public relations department here at the airport or talk to them, because that would be very interesting. Yeah, it's perfectly a great view today, Jamshed. You came on the right day. And tomorrow, let me take a look at the forecast here.
Scout 46.5, 1350 at 7, flight heading 160, runway 16 west, cleared for takeoff. Heading 160, clear for takeoff, 16 left, guys, 40 feet back. Delta 2046, LA Tower, and 16 left on way.
All right, tomorrow's going to be even warmer, 85 degrees, sunny skies. Monday, 86. And then a little bit of a cool off as we get towards the end of the week. So it should be a fantastic weekend. I'll probably pull out the swim trunks tomorrow for the broadcast. All right, Jeffrey, I trust you, and I.
Flying 160, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, wind 340 at 7. Clear for takeoff, 16 left, 160, Gauss 4055, appreciate the station, contact departure, good day. You have a good day, it's guys, 40 feet past you.
Okay, so check this one out, guys. They just did a departure headed northbound, and now we're back to southbound departures. And I wonder it's at A220 300.
Tower, good afternoon, Skywest 3507, visual 16 left. Delta 2046, contact departure, good day. Tower departure, good day, Delta 2046. Sky 6007, Sully Tower, wind 360 at 7, runway 16 left, clear to land, where do you park? 16 left, clear to land, and Delta 2 for Skywest 3507.
Oh, well, that should be great time, Jeffrey, if you're able to get that flight. So that was interesting. I wonder if Amsterdam, the Delta flight 57, departed to the north because of better performance. That's interesting. Which, actually, when we get to Las Vegas in the summertime, that'll be interesting to talk about.
Off your left, he'll be number 1. Alright, see the red thing, we'll give way till 2565.
Yes, it is, Dario. I agree.
Nine Pop Charlie, you ready to go? Can you take it rolling? Nine Pop Charlie, you may cut across the VI side if you like. Use caution, that's a non-moving area. Traffic is 4 miles final Embraer jet. No delay on the roll. Flight, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, wind 350 at 7. Turn left and follow line 15 south. Again, no delay on the roll. On the way on the roll, we're taking Hotel 12, clear to take up 16 left, and we'll turn I-15 south, 1 Bob stuff. Thanks for Delta 2535. Call 3507, there's a decathlon departing. Roger, Prairie, go 3507.
Hi, everyone who's just tuning in. Welcome into the party on Saturday. We just started broadcasting about 20 minutes ago, so we'll be here for the next couple of hours. This is Pip's Planespotting Live. Encourage you to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and welcome in. UP Railroad, good to see ya. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've been so busy working in the evenings, so it's great to see you on a Saturday. Thanks for stopping by.
Tower, 3624, visual 1 left. Scout 3624 Tower, you're 6 miles control of the Embraer traffic hold position, wind 3606. Runway 16 left, clear to land, ready for 16 left, clear land, for runway 16 left, and we're parking about 22 Scout 3624. Off Charlie radar, contact the altitude 700, 189 off Charlie.
Ah, very good, Dario. Glad to keep you company. What are we cooking this evening?
15 south and 120.2, 189 Papa Charlie. 35, Salt Lake Tower to 16 left on weight, traffic 4 miles on, be ready to roll. Line from weight, we'll be ready, Delta 2535, 16 left. Scout 3507, right turn, Hotel 7, hold short of hotel, contact ground 2377. Hotel 7, hold short of hotel, over to ground, Skywest 3507, good day. 2535 traffic now, 3.5 out, flighting 160 over 16 left, clear for takeoff without delay, wind 0105. Clear for takeoff, 16 left, without delay, Delta 2535. 2535 flying 160. Sorry about that, 160, Delta 2535.
Our friendly Airbus A220 is departing.
Target afternoon, Skies 4102, visual 16 left. That's for 102, Salt Lake Tower, 3.5, 12 and Embraer, wind 3505, runway 16 left, for the land, where you park. Clear line 16 left and parking Delta 9, Skies 4102.
Sounds fantastic, Dario. Lovely Saturday evening.
Delta 2535, coming departure B. One departure, Delta 2535. Birds at 5,200 feet on 16 left, final. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Dario. Yeah, I might be a few hours late.
Dallas 3624, Hotel 2 East, monitor ground.
Honestly, I think, yeah, Dario Infidel Fireman will be a couple hours ahead of me. So I may be really late to dinner. I think Infidel can probably make it for the chocolate ice cream. Flair 318, good afternoon. Hello. Welcome in.
3508, Salt Lake Tower, runway 16 left, on point. 16 left, line of police, Skywest 3508. For 102, right turn. I need the next street, please. Hotel North, about 5 monitor ground. Hotel 5 and North monitor ground, and we'll go to South 5 Skywest 4102. Scout 350, landing 160, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, and 300 at 7. Heading 160, 16 left, clear for takeoff, Skyline 3508. Scout 3714, select tower, runway 16 left, 5 point.
Now that's a true point, Jamshed. Yeah, Houston traffic is quite awful. Basically, you have one highway that goes in and out, and then you have a giant circle around right 610. That's fact. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Flair.
Scout 3714 with 3107, landing 160, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. 6 left, clear for takeoff, heading 60, Scout 3714. That's 906 tower, runway 16 left, 9 point. 9 point, 16 left, Delta 9. Scout 3508, contact departure, we'll see you. Over departure, Scout 3508.
Up next, another SkyWest 175 Embraer E175. And Flair 318, thank you so much. Welcome in. We're pleased to have you. And thank you so much for that contribution. That means a lot. This is episode 40. I am Pip, and this is Pip's Planespotting Live. Salt Lake City is where we're broadcasting from.
Delta 906, the aircraft ahead will be straight out to the south, turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, and 330 at 6. Right turn 295, clear for takeoff, 16 left. Delta 906. Scout 3495, select tower, 16 left, runway.
I don't know, Jamshed. That's a good question.
Scout 3714, contact departure, good day. Okay, Scout 3714. This 4006, Quebec.
It's 737, Delta 737. Well, thank you, Fleck. Thank you, Flair.
Yeah, this 4006, about 10 with Quebec. Oh, you're on tower.
Yeah, Salt Lake City is Flair is my home base, so most of the time I'll be broadcasting from here, but I do like to get out.
Scout 3495, turn right heading 280, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, 350. Scout 3896, like tower, 16 left, 5 point, the aircraft ahead will turn to the west. 3 left, 5 point, Scout 3996. Delta 906, 295 heading contact departure. Delta 996, flighting 160, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. Heading 160, clear for takeoff, that was 149 and 96. Delta 906, 295 heading contact departure. And then heading departure, Delta 906. 2443 select tower, 16 left out of the way, the aircraft ahead will be straight out to the south. Runway 16 left, Delta 2443.
I know you like the busy Congo line, Infidel Fireman. Back at it with another Embraer E175. So we got a 175 parade.
Scout 3495, 280, heading contact departure, we'll see ya.
Departure 280 on the heading, so Scout 3495.
2443, turn right heading 280, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, and 3404. Return 280, clear for takeoff, 16 left, southwest, 2440. Southwest 29, use like tower, 16 left on way, the aircraft ahead will turn to the left. 16 left on way, south 2962. Scout 3996, coming departure, we'll see you. Up to departure, we'll see you.
Flair, I love that suggestion. And oh my gosh, I didn't even know that you were getting Air France. That's pretty awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I was not aware. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, Jamshed, I agree. Yeah, Vancouver's on the list for sure. But Flair, I love your idea. I would love to come to Ottawa. And then I could go to Montreal, which isn't too far away, right? So we got an arrival on 17 right there and a departure of an A220 on 16 right. Chantel, what are you doing up at this hour?
60, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. 16 left,
LS 4802, yep, 16 left.
Scout 40, select tower box and 37 departing, wind 330 at 3, runway 16 left, clear to land, where do you park?
16 left, clear to land with Bravo 12.
Delta 2443, contact departure, good day. Departure, good day, Delta 2443.
Toronto's a good choice, Flair. I've only been to Vancouver Airport in January, so yeah, I've got a lot of the Canadian airports to get to. So Flair, that's an excellent suggestion. You guys... Oh, okay. Well, only 11:30, not too late.
Scout 3616, Salt Lake Tower at Beck, cross runway 16 left, hotel about 5, down the other side, traffic 2.5 off the line. RS 16 left, hotel 5, hotel spot 5, Scout 3616.
Jamshed, yeah, they sure do. Anchorage, and plus, if you're not familiar, if you guys are Jamshed knows, and a lot of people know, but during the summertime is higher in the northern atmosphere. I can't really articulate really well. I didn't sleep well last night, but you could spot probably for close to 20 hours in Anchorage this summer. And still have sunlight. So that probably would be a bucket list one. Great suggestion. Looks like we got a United Express Embraer E175.
Scout 4802, right turn, hotel 2 east of monitor ground 2377, good day.
Right turn hotel is at 2 east, monitor ground, Sky West 4802.
Yes, the cargo is a huge component, but they also get some seasonal European flights. I think Eurowings Discover is one, or Condor. Yeah, Flair, great suggestion. So it's funny you mentioned that. I have always wanted to go to Vancouver, so I actually did so in January. I didn't broadcast live. This is only my 40th episode, and we started in February. But I was able to do some plane spotting, so on my channel there's a video of 2 days in Vancouver, and it was freaking awesome. Yeah, so I highly recommend it.
Tower, good afternoon, Delta 423, visual 16 left, 24. Delta 423, Tower 6.2, intro to Boeing 737 with 3408, runway 16 left, clear to land, where you park. Clear to land 16 left, Delta 24 for Delta 423. Delta 423, there's traffic at your 2 to 1 o'clock, about 3 miles. Currently southeastbound 6,500 Skyhawk. They're going to cross over the numbers of your runway right to left. Okay, we're looking for Delta 423. Delta 439 Tower without delay, traffic 3.5 out, active back cross runway 16 left, Hotel 6, and then contact ground 23 City 7. Cross 16 left, Hotel 6, ground Delta 2339.
Great recommendations, guys. Love the list we're getting. And if you're new to the channel, encourage you to like and subscribe. And thank you so much for everybody who's contributed so far. Flair, thank you. And Infidel and Jamshed and Chantel. She says the check is in the mail. But anyways, so pleased to have everyone out there. I don't think it landed at the wrong airport. That would be funny, though. And so our camera is pointed to the northeast. So we're looking at the planes arriving onto runway 16 left. Here we've got an Airbus A321.
Scout 339, Sully Tower, runway 16 left, runway 16 left, Planespotting, goes 3850.
That would be quite a kerfuffle there, Flair. And UP, if you're still on, how's the snow melt up there in the north part of Utah?
Right turns, one hotel, contact ground 2377. Hotel 2377, Delta 423. Dallas 3879, wind 3006, turn right heading 280, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. Turn right, turn 280, clear for takeoff, 16 left, guys, 3879. Dallas 3166, Sully Tower, runway 16 left, on boy. 16 left, line on boy, Scout 4166. Tower 2477, visual for 16 left. 2467 Tower, runway 16 left, clear to land, reduced final approach speed, multiple departures prior to your arrival, wind 3006, what's the gate? We're going out to 2, we're going to slow, Delta 2477, clear to land 16 left. Takeoff, traffic 5.5 off final. Takeoff 16 left, right turn 280, Scott 4166. Delta 4317, Sully Tower, 16 left on way. The aircraft ahead will turn to the west, traffic 5 mile final, Airbus 220. Runway 16 left, Delta 2317. Scout 3879, contact departure, good day. Good day, Scout 3879.
Man, I'm busy over here, working it. Boy, if RoboPilot is in the house, I could sure use his help. One thing, I don't know if any of you have noticed it, but if you're familiar with our program and a veteran of PPL, you notice how the takeoff rolls are longer than usual.
Delta 4317, again, the
Like
departure.
they use more runway.
31018. No delay on the roll. Traffic now 3 out. Flight heading 160, runway 16 left. Clear for takeoff. 160, heading clear for takeoff. 16 left. Delta 2317.
Yep, that's right, Infidel.
Go through 166, current departure, we'll see you. No departure, Scott 4166, good day.
Well, they're cranking out these departures out, folks.
Delta 2317, thanks for the help. Back departure, we'll see you.
Non-stop, Infidel. This is just for you, dude. Yeah, it's definitely the winds or not the winds. The temperatures are definitely affecting the performance.
Delta 2477, right turn, Hotel 4, please, and then contact ground 2377. Hotel 4, ground, Delta 2477. Dallas 3045, flight tower, right, come back, cross runway 16 left, Hotel 6, Hotel North, and then contact ground 2377.
I thought was cross 13 left, right Quebec, Hotel 6, Hotel North, and then contact ground 237, Sky West, 3845.
Yeah, I heard that too, Jamshed. They have a new airport down in Tegucigalpa. And then, yeah, I noticed a lot of the airports are shooting, or the airplanes are taking off like rockets. Their climb performance on climb, just because of the warmer temperatures and higher altitude elevation, they can't climb as steep as usual, and I bet they've got heavy loads. All right, let me do a little research on that flare. I see if that Alpine Express went around as we look at this Delta Neo. Yeah, Tacantin, I believe, is closed now, partially due to the limitations, but they now are using in Honduras an old military airport. I'll do some further research on that and bring you some more information tomorrow for our Super Sunday broadcast.
Delta 1359, flight tower, 5.3 control of the Aviation 1900. Wind 3505, runway 16 left, clear to land, Delta 10.
16 left, clear land, Alpha 10, Delta 1359.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't see anything as far as a go-around flare. Maybe I'm missing something, but I do have an Alpine Express on arrival, plus a CRJ 200. Yeah.
Jasper 289, right turn, any of the next 3, hotel north to stop 5, monitor ground traffic, a mile and a half out beach 1900.
Well, this is kind of a unique day. We don't see this much arrival traffic. Usually they mix it up, but it looks like they're all taking 16 left today, which is, hey, I will take it. Hey, Flair, so good to meet you, and thanks for saying hi and the contribution. And we'll see you next time. We should have a show tomorrow, so if you're available, check it out. We should be broadcasting beginning at 12:30 tomorrow, Mountain Daylight Time, or 18:30 Zulu.
Okay, 10 Alpha, this is FM. Number 1839, right turn, Hotel 10, golf to the ramp, monitor ground. 10 golf to the ramp, Alpha, 1939, once again.
All right, in the distance I see Delta 1359 from Phoenix on an A320. Then it is Delta 4038 from Long Beach up next. And if you're just joining us, encourage you to like and subscribe. Welcome to the channel, welcome in, and don't be afraid to say hi. Hi. We'll be on the air for, I don't know, about another hour, hour and a half or so.
Tower 4038, I'm down, official 16 left. Scale 438, like target 5.5, control of an Airbus 320, wind 3207, runway 16 left, middle line traffic, hold position. Clear to land 16 left, 4038. That's 2990, select tower, traffic 5 mile final, be ready to roll, runway 16 left, 5 away. 16 left, 5 away, Delta 2998. Scale 438, ready park. Bravo 6, 4038. Right turn, Hotel 4, hold short of Hotel, contact ground 2377, just cross the whole bars, please.
Hotel 4, hold short Hotel, cross the whole bars, Delta 1359.
Delta 2998, no to land, low, 13307, turn right heading 280, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, traffic now 2 out. And 280, 16 left, from Delta 2998.
Whoa! There we go, we got another A330 Neo alert.
We need your roll in Delta 2998. Roll. Tower 2768, visual 16 left. 2768, like tower 5.5, control of an Embraer 13407, runway 16 left, clear to land. Traffic should hold in position where you park.
16 left, clear to land, they got us set outside station.
2768, reduce on approach speed.
First line.
Gus around 31 Blake Tower, be ready for an immediate traffic 4.5 hour and 16 left, 5 Blake. 16 left, we'll do it. That's it, nothing left. Delta 2998, contact departure gate. Delta 2998.
So I wanted to take a minute, like a second here, and take a breather, but also notice, Infidel and you other aviation fanatics, You notice that the two heavies that we've seen today are going southbound
Actually, hold short of hotel and
to
contact
runway 34 right.
Hold short of hotel, contact ground.
I think this is a perfect example of when you get warmer temperatures at high altitudes, how performance can affect your runway decisions. So we're 4,300 feet up, which affects the engine performance, and especially with a heavy. And I wonder, I don't have the exact numbers, but I wonder how much the weight difference is by departing 3-4 right. So if you have a more favorable runway, even with the winds and everybody else landing to the south, for this 330, the performance on climb is probably better. So I think that's why both of our heavies have been departing on and taking off on runway 34 right.
Final first speed 512, control airless 220, traffic should hold position, way 3307, runway 16 left, clear to land where you park. Push forward to final, clear to land 16 left, Bravo 20, North 3961. Delta 2631, flight car, be ready for immediate route 16 left, 5 away, traffic full off on 6 left, 1 point, Delta 2631.
It's definitely, as far to Compton, it's definitely a short approach. That's for sure. It's you land, you hit the asphalt, and you hit the brakes. Yeah, so Infidel, this is interesting to bring up. And I'll explain a little bit more about it and give you a story, real life example for dispatching.
Hotel 4, then contact ground 2377, no delay off, please.
Hotel 4, no delay over to ground, good day, Delta 2716.
Delta 631, wind 3206, traffic now 2 out, clear for immediate takeoff, runway 16 left, turn right, heading 280.
Return 280 on runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 2631.
So we got a departure and an arrival.
Central aircraft Romeo is now Colonel 23013.
Sorry guys, we got Texas 1 from Southwest Airlines arriving. So we're gonna say hi to the A220 and say bye, and then we're gonna turn. This is exciting. This is the first time I've seen Texas 1 in person, so I'm very excited. Dario, I believe the A330 is headed to Paris.
Delta 2631, nice work, going to departure.
That's a nice smooth landing, and should have it pop out right in front of us.
7.5 out over here. Run the vision. Delta 5, we're working tower, 16 left for the wind, 320 forward, park. 16 left for the land, we're parking out 14. Southwest radar 61, left turn. That's right, I think contact ground 6 up. Ground for those 26 Scouts, Blue 182 Tower, expect cross runway 16 left, hotel 6, and then contact ground 2377, traffic
Zoom. It might be UP.
Scouts, Blue 182 and contact ground on the other side.
So yeah, I'm keeping an eye on our A330 down there, headed to Paris. But right now, everybody else is arriving and departing southbound. So I hope Singularity is watching today. He's made some great photos for me. Now I've caught America 1 before, but not Texas 1, so this is cool.
Tower Delta 220 heavy. Delta 220 heavy down here in DI, so wondering if we should shut down here, how long is it going to be before departure? Really shouldn't be very long, we should be north of this, but I'll keep you posted. Thank you. Stand by.
All right, our next is Delta 2458 from Portland, Oregon, arriving right here.
Southwest 2534 Tower, traffic about 6.5 off, CRT 7, runway 16 left, line 48, wind 3405. Skywest 2334 Tower, 16 left, clear to land, blind sensation, holding in position 1340, where you parked. Gas on 16, that's one going Bravo 4, Skywest 5337. That's right, 14, right turn, hotel 7 or 8, and contact ground. Right turn, ground up 2414. That's right, 14, if you're still up, we'll sort of hotel. Sort of hotel, that's 2414. Southwest 2534, flighting 160, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff with 340 at 5.
Infidel man, I am not getting a break at all. I hope you're happy today. If somebody's not departing, they're taking off, or they're landing, or if they're not departing, they're landing. Yeah, that's the wording. Yeah, Texas one, we like to, Dario, I'm a big fan of Southwest's different states' liveries. In fact, I don't know if anybody saw, but Southwest has come out with a new livery to pay tribute to the Hawaiian Islands. They painted it recently. UP, great question. I don't believe so. I will research that, but I do not believe so. I know there's Illinois, Maryland, Texas, Louisiana.
Southwest 2534, contact departure today.
Hawaii now. They have an America one. I think the livery pays tribute to all kind of their focus markets. So Salt Lake has a good amount of Southwest traffic, but it's not like one of their focus cities. And if anybody knows offhand if they have a Utah one, let me know. But I will do UP. I'm going to do some research and see how many liveries are Southwest special liveries.
Off of Vision, departing the east side, same direction. Traffic is on final about 15 miles flat.
So this is pretty cool, guys. I did not expect this, but this is what we can be prepared for.
Scott 5034, right turn at Hotel 4, please, and then traffic will
during the summertime is opposing departures.
Alaska 626, right turn traffic holding position, landing traffic exiting midfield there at Mike, cross runway 16 left, join hotel, contact ground. Hotel 1 on the other side, please. Roger that, Mike, hotel, over to ground, cross at 34 right. Oh, I'm sorry, 16 left, whatever.
Tennessee one, yeah, good one. So I'll do some research on that tomorrow too, for tomorrow's broadcast.
Delta 1309 over. Delta 1309 Tower, 16 left, third land, traffic holding position 13504, where you park? Parking at Alpha 9. Scott 4006, you're on frequency. Scott 4006. Scott 4006. Hey, I guess we're planning north. You're be not departing south with your straight out. You're probably getting a different departure and planning north departure. We're ready if you can get us out. Scott 4006. Goodbye.
All right, so you guys hear that? So it sounds like I'm going to start switching to the north departures. So he's at SkyWest 4006. You're going to need to turn around.
37, you up. Delta 2837, up and ready. Hey, just hold your position right there, please. Okay, we'll hold right here.
So they're switching things up here, it looks like. So on the plus.
4006, you can taxi in line, traffic off your right, give them way. Taxi in line, traffic in right, giving way to Delta 2837, give way to the Embraer on the pad, pull in front of you. We'll give way to the Embraer, Delta 2837.
Yep, you got it, UP.
Delta 220 Heavy, you can plan a regular north departure. Once we get finished bringing all the routes in for south, you'll be number 1. Delta 220 Heavy, copy. Delta 94, finding 160, running 16 left, clear for takeoff, wind 3107, traffic 4 out. Clear for takeoff, 16 left, heading 160, Delta 94.
Big Earn, you know, I wanted to, I was thinking about that this week, reaching out to him. So if he does have a Salt Lake overnight, if he would show up on the live stream here in Salt Lake. That's a oh Clark. Now you got me going. Now you got us going.
Delta 94, coming departure, good day. Departure, good day, Delta 94.
Louis from the Netherlands. Well, is it, I could say good morning to.
Following traffic 2 mile final, wind 3207, runway 16 left for the land, ready for it. Number 2, 16 left, clear the land.
All right, guys, so they're clearing out, they are clearing out the arrivals that approach ascent to the tower, but they're going to, it sounds like, switch to north flow, which means our Delta 221 headed to Paris is number 1 in line, but it's still hanging down at the south end. In fact, I'll turn around and Clark, you know, Clark brought up a good point. I don't know if anybody knows this, but Utah's working on a new flag, state flag. So that's what Clark is referencing. And welcome in, Louis. That's so great that you're tuning in this evening, or I should say this morning, from the Netherlands. We're here in Salt Lake City, and it's great. Ah, just past midnight. I figured.
Delta 1309, right turn. Any of the next 3, no delay off, please contact ground. We'll see you. Right turn, switch your ground, Delta 1309. Delta 2520 is with you. We're jumping out to the west. Delta 2520 Tower, your number 2, following RJ2, 1 mile final, 3407, runway 16 left, clear the land, ready to park. Left, go down, 15.
So I would guess, I'm just going to take a wild guess and say that Delta 221 Heavy here in the south end's probably got about 10 more minutes till it takes off. All right, so Infidel, now I have 2 things to talk to you about, and everyone else. This is good education day here, folks. And it is 4:07 p.m. here in Salt Lake City, Louis.
Good 40, ticket 33, turn right Hotel 5, right on Hotel, take it about 5, no way off. Hotel 5, Hotel, SkyWest, 4233.
Tiny little CRJ 200.
Salt Lake City Tower, Delta 2024 is joining up for the visual. Runway 16 left, parking, Bravo 3.
Delta 2024, Star Tower wind 3505, traffic hold position, runway 16 left, go land.
Go land, runway 16 left, Delta 2024.
Delta 2116, Site Tower, County traffic, 6 mile final, be ready to go, like to get to you out here, runway 16 left, line of point.
16 left, line of the way, 2116, we'll be ready.
All right, guys. I don't know what's going on because I thought.
Delta 2024, we're told 170, yes, you want us to slow down now?
Delta 2024, yep, that'd be great.
Alright, we'll slow down now, Delta 2024.
So I'm trying to like keep track of everything that's going on. I thought we were going to go north, UP, but they're still sending everything on the south. So a little confusion here. I don't know what's going on. I'll tell you what. When I see Delta 221 and take off, I'll let you know.
280, 16 left, quick takeoff.
28016 left, quick takeoff, Delta 2116.
Delta 2055, Site Tower, Company traffic, 5 mile final, be ready to go, runway 16 left, final point.
ATCs is making me look like a crazy guy, like I don't know what I'm doing.
Delta 2055 Company, just airborne there, is going to be westbound on factor wind 3303, fighting 160, running 16 left, quick takeoff.
Yeah. You're exactly right, UP.
Delta 2116, thanks for up, kind of departure every day.
Departure every day, Delta 2116.
You're exactly right, UP. But I thought it would be sooner, so you never know. But yeah, I was just looking at the radar and I'm like, they're still sending them on the arrivals.
1401, Site Tower, reduced final approach speed.
Jamshed, it is on Sunday, so tomorrow.
1401.
Delta 1401, reduced final approach speed, looks like you're doing it now, thanks. $2055, can I have departure still?
Good day, Delta 2055.
Whew. Okay. Busy, Infidel. I hope that you haven't lost your mind than I have. All right, so we're still on South Low.
Guess 4006, Site Tower, be ready for immediate traffic, 4 mile final on fast, running 16 left, line of point.
16 left, line of point, we'll be ready. Good for those things.
Delta 2024, sorry for the early call, turn around to Hotel 4, the high speed, no way off, and kind of ground past the bars.
The old Airbus A319.
That's for 2024.
I passed the bars and kind of ground no way, please.
We'll go back to Mars right now, contact ground number 2024.
It's 4006, wind 3605, fighting 160, running 16 left, clear for immediate takeoff, traffic 2 mile final.
16016 left, clear for immediate takeoff, let's go for those 6. Tower American 2055 is 516 left.
And American 2065, Site Tower, drop hold position, wind 3605, running 16 left, go land.
16 left, clear the land, American 2065.
Tower Delta 220 Heavy. Just curious if you had a estimated time for us. We're getting close to the seat, maybe to shut down the mission.
Delta 220 Heavy, thanks. Yeah, I got about 3 more arrivals, and we'll be going north. The last arrival, the south is on the downwind there, about to turn base, so maybe about probably 8 minutes we'll be going north.
Delta 220 Heavy, thanks, guys.
Delta 2837 Site Tower, traffic down on the 165 miles away. That's 4006, thanks for the quick roll, kind of departure, good day.
Or departure, good day, guys, 4006.
Delta 1647 Site Tower, traffic pulling in position, wind 36.
All right, so latest from tower is 8 minutes and we'll be going northbound, if you guys didn't hear that. My brain's about to explode, infidel fireman. I mean, this is like high rolling.
Hotel for the high speed. Delta 2837, wind 3605, turn right heading 295, running 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Heading 295, clear for takeoff.
I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, but how fast tower is, whoever it is on, off, next, on, off, next.
Delta 1215, Site Tower, I see you there. It's going to be one more arrival, we'll get you going. Delta 1215, hold through. Delta 220 Heavy, Site Tower, are you ready to go? Do you have the engines running or are you shut down?
Delta 220 Heavy, we are ready to go.
220 Heavy, roger, you can pull up 2, hold through, and 3-4 right.
3-4 right.
Airbus there, Airbus there.
Delta 2837, thanks for the quick roll, kind of departure, good day.
Airbus there.
Departure, Delta 2837, good day.
All right, guys, I'm going to switch to northbound. So look at that size difference, by the way, 175 versus A330. And to those who say size doesn't matter,
2159, visual 16 left for going to gate Alpha. Delta 2159, Site Tower, wind 340 running 16 left for land. Clear to land, 16 left. American 2065, turn right at Hotel 4 there, the high speed right on the hotel kind of ground.
hey Tyson, good to see you. Right now, thanks to your support, I was able to get a scanner. So if I'm not using my scanner, I'm using liveatc.net.
Right to Hotel 6 and contact ground up 1250.
Hotel 1215, just keep it rolling. Hotel 6, join Hotel northbound, and traffic companies on mile.
Hotel 6, Hotel northbound, Delta 1250.
Delta 1647, are you able to make Hotel 3 there?
Yeah, we can.
Delta 1647, thank you. Turn right at Hotel 3, right on the hotel, and then kind of ground.
Hotel 3, Hotel over to ground, Delta 1647, take care.
All right, guys, our last arrival is about to land on 16 left, so let's turn over to them. An A320 Airbus from DFW. Hey, DFW Plane Spotter. Sorry, I've been super busy over here, which is good, of course. But yeah, so they're just holding. Right now, they're switching flow due to the winds, so they're going to be arriving from the south instead of from the north. So we're going to be switching from south flow to north flow. And that A330 has been holding for about, what do you think, guys? 35, 40 minutes?
Bell 2159, Toronto Hotel 5 to 90, just join Hotel northbound behind the company 703 there and kind of ground.
Alright, we'll take Hotel 5 to 90 degree here. We'll join behind the 73 on Hotel contact ground Delta 2159.
All right, so
Delta 220 Heavy, wind 340 at 8, flighting 340 and a 34 right, clip takeoff.
Okay, clip takeoff on 34 right on heading at 340, Delta 220 Heavy.
all right, guys, finally the A330's got the go-ahead to take off.
3580, Secretary, are you ready to go or are you still putting in numbers?
We're ready to go, Sky with 3588.
The 3588, roger, on a 34 right taxi via straight ahead there.
Tyson, if I'm able to, I will most certainly come get a photo of your flight. I know you're taking off this week to San Diego, and if I'm able to, I will most certainly do that. And then we'll all say, hi, Tyson. All right, we're now officially on North Flow, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for your patience. Sorry for the confusion. I'm sure you were confused too.
Let's get 3588, Conchway Terminals from the Heavy Airbus 330 ahead, running 34 right, line of point.
34 right, line up and West Coast 3588.
Delta 220 Heavy, thanks for the patience. Kind of departure every day.
Delta 220 Heavy, over departure, thanks for help.
Whew. Well, this has been fun.
3588, wind 3406, turn left heading 260, running 34 right, clip takeoff.
You're the best DFW plane spotters.
34 right, cleared for takeoff, left turn 260, Sky West 3588.
Southwest 560, side car, running 34 right, line of point, traffic, 900 mile final, 737.
All right, guys, so let's recap a couple things when we, I shouldn't say ladies, I should say ladies and gentlemen. So we'll recap a couple things, talk about aviation. We're now north flow with the north winds.
Alpha 13, Delta.
It's a good view, man. 75 degrees. Light north winds. It's a great day to be flying and plane spotting here, DFW plane spotters. So it's funny, we've had snow melting for, I could say the official melting stage for about 3 weeks. So that shows you how much snow we got this year.
Delta 2630, side car wind 3606, traffic over in position, running 34 right, full left. Southwest 560, wind 3606, turn left heading 260 on a 348, clip takeoff. Frontier 2943, side tower truck, 5 mile final, on a 34 Atlanta point.
24 Atlanta point, 29.
Yeah, 3580, kind of departure, see ya.
Post departure, good day, sir. 3580.
Frontier 2943, wind 0107, turn left heading 260 on a 348, clip takeoff.
Frontier 260, clear to go. 24 right, Frontier 2943.
Southwest 560, kind of departure, see ya.
Southwest 560, good afternoon.
Now, DFW plane spotters, you have, it's true, but you also have Founders Plaza, which is one of the best places to be.
Frontier 2943, kind of departure, good day.
Good day, 2943.
Delta 2918, turn left to there, left on hotel. Taxi via hotel 6 to 2 east.
Right, left on hotel 6, 2 east, Delta 2918.
Yes, it is a 737-900, I believe. Our friend Pilot Noah was on yesterday. That's what we like to call the chiropractor special. Hey, you got a gift, man. You got a gift, DFW plane spotters. And that's not a bad thing. We've got some smart people in here. And Tyson, that's a great idea. I love your idea of getting scanners. So I've been busy now for the last hour.
5507.
Non-stop.
Tower on a 34 right, Atlanta point.
Runway 34 right, Atlanta point, Sky 5507.
Yeah, so Micah will be on around 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to follow up with him tonight. I haven't talked to him since we set the appointment, but he is scheduled to be 1 o'clock tomorrow, Mountain Daylight Time, so that'll be
Delta
19Z.
Hotel 9 or left on hotel, kind of ground.
Hotel 9, over to ground, Delta 26.
Yes, 5507, wind 3407, flighting 340, runway 34 right, clear takeoff.
Heading 340, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff, Skyway 5507.
Delta 2812, clear runway 34 right, line up away.
Line up away 34 right, Delta 2812.
Delta 2812, wind 3407, turn left heading 280, runway 34 right, clear takeoff.
Left heading 280, 34 right, clear to take off, Delta 2812.
Hey, Tower 79401 on line at 34 right.
Runway 401, flight tower, wind 3407, runway 34 right, clear land.
34 right, give that 401.
Darren, what's happening? Good to see you. Hi from Wyoming. Good old Wyoming. Love that state. Wyoming, DFW plane spotters, and Infidel. Wyoming DFW plane spotters, only the best live in Wyoming. Everybody has land.
Delta 2812.
Darren, excuse our friend DFW plane spotters. I love Wyoming. I lived in Green River for 2.5 years. It's probably one of the best states in America. Said one of. No state income tax, low state sales tax, plenty of land, natural resources. Okay, folks, that was one heck of an hour. That was pretty awesome. So let's recap what was going on in aviation terms while we have a little break. So infidel firemen and all you aviation nuts out there, a couple things to take from that last hour. Number one, so today is a really nice day. It's almost 80 degrees, but it's also Salt Lake International is about 4,300 feet above sea level, which means the air is less dense, which means there's less oxygen in the air, which means performance is decreased on an airplane. Just think of it like if you've ever tried to run in Colorado or a high altitude place, because there's less oxygen and the air is less dense, it's harder for your body to compensate. So that's how I think of it, right? So when we first started the broadcast, we had Delta 56 Heavy departing, going north, but everything was arriving to the south. Now, I don't know for sure, but a lot of times when there's warmer temperatures, performance based on engineering calculations due to obstacles and winds and everything else, you can have better performance on a tailwind runway than you could on a headwind runway, if that makes sense. Just because of possible obstacles or anything like that.
3850, flight tower, wind 3607, on a 3 flight, full line.
Clark. It is easily in the top 50. Yeah, Darren, I thought that was you. I haven't seen you in a while, so it's good to have you back. Yeah, I love flying out of Salt Lake. So anyways, so the first thing we talk about is, and if you guys are bored, you can tell me, except for DFW plane spotters, but we saw the Delta 56 headed to Amsterdam take off to the north while everything was arriving to the south. Well, that's because most likely the performance was better, engine performance for weight, if they departed to the north. So that's one thing. So if you're a flight dispatcher, you've got to take that into account and figure out, and sometimes ATC will make the call, but you need to plan accordingly depending on winds and whatnot and performance. So whether you need to add extra fuel in the plan or whatnot. But you heard that Delta 221, which was on the next departure, the next heavy, headed to Paris, was about ready to shut their engines down because they had to conserve fuel. Ah, so DFW is like, no, wait, why are the planes taking off into the, well, see, DFW plane spotters, that's exactly right. Except sometimes due to obstacles like mountains or weights, you can have better climb performance even with a tailwind, depending on your obstacles. So, in that scenario, I don't know for sure, but there's a good chance that those two heavies from Delta took off with a tailwind because performance, engine performance, would be better than if they departed to the south with a headwind. So yeah, sometimes planes are super full. So I'm guessing that plane was super full with passengers, like it was a full flight, because occasionally obstacles and climb performance are better with a tailwind than with a headwind. And the headwind was relatively light. We were talking maybe 6 or 7 knots. Infidel fireman, dang it, I'm not done explaining why I'm so smart, okay? You cannot leave. Dinner will be delayed. I'm trying to teach you something, darn it. Go eat your steak. Thanks for tuning in as always. I'm just giving you a hard time. But I'm going to send you an email.
It's a 916, flight tower traffic, hold in position, wind 0203, running 3 right, full left.
All right, so that's number one. Sometimes there's always exceptions to the rule in flight dispatching and aviation.
Left press full bars, ground sky was 3050.
All right, Infidel Fireman, have a good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. And I'm going to send you a long email complaining how you ditched out early. Thank you, though.
903, site tower, traffic 8 mile left base, 23 flat line point.
9.34 right, Delta 903.
So that's one thing is like heat and altitude can cause issues, especially, okay, so Las Vegas is a perfect example. We're going to plan to go to Las Vegas in the summertime because it'll be a perfect opportunity to show that, because there are mountains to the west of Las Vegas airport and they depart east to west. So
903, traffic ahead is going to continue straight up, no factor, wind 0105. To left heading 280 and a 34 right, clip takeoff.
Left heading 280, clear for takeoff 34 right, Delta 903.
there's the newest cargo airline, Global X Cargo, with an A321.
The 4230, connect departure, see ya.
4230, so.
All right, so I hope some of you found that explanation interesting and informative, and I wasn't babbling, it was direct to the point. The other thing is, like, when you're a flight dispatcher, you got to plan for contingencies like that. And you notice how the A330 was about to shut off its engines. Well, that's because it had burned so much fuel on the ground. In aviation, in the FAA world, in the United States, there's a rule called min takeoff fuel. Okay, so that is your mission fuel. And that amount is the amount of fuel you will need to fly your flight plan. So, because there is the rule called min takeoff fuel, you cannot go, before you depart, you cannot go below min takeoff fuel. That's right. That's right, DFW plane spotters. Thank you. So there's a rule called min takeoff fuel. So you cannot take off if you are below min takeoff fuel. You have to go back to the gate and refuel. They will not let you. That is a violation of FAA rules. That is a violation. They cannot take off if they are below min takeoff fuel. So in an effort to save fuel, sometimes flights, like in busy airports, like we saw here at Salt Lake, but more so maybe LaGuardia or like on a hot day in Las Vegas, the planes will shut off their engines to conserve fuel. It's not to inconvenience customers or make them uncomfortable. It's a rule. They cannot take off below min takeoff fuel. So they save the fuel by shutting off the engines, and there's some other things that dispatchers can do to help out. But I thought I'd mention that too, because sometimes you are like waiting in line for 30 minutes and air traffic controls, you know, is saying you've got a flow time, or you're like number 4, and then the pilots come over the PA and say, folks, we're going to shut down the engines to conserve fuel. Well, that's because they don't want to go below min takeoff fuel, because if they do, they can't take off. Then they have to waste more time and go back to the gate for more fuel. So I thought that was interesting and worth pointing out as well. So there's a reason when you're on an airplane, if they say, folks, we're going to sit here and wait and you know, turn off our engines. So they don't go below min takeoff.
91, wind 3407, fighting 340 on a 35 quick takeoff.
Hey, Plain Jane, what up, girl? So nice to see you. That's another thing. So min takeoff fuel, remember that. Because if you're going to go into an aviation, or be a flight dispatcher, or be in operations, you got to remember that. Oof. Hey, Plain Jane, I saw you, and I will see you again. There you go. Martin, good to see you. Hello from the other side of the ocean. Thanks for your kind words. We're here in Salt Lake City, in Utah. Hope you're enjoying the scenery. We'll be on for a little bit longer, I think till the top of the hour just passed. And I hope you, if you're just tuning in, you watch the full episode, because it was a busy hour. Lots of arrivals and departures.
Contact departures, go with 3891.
There's only one plane, Jane, the original, and she is on our channel, folks. 3 inches. Oh, so you want to go back to the Red Rock?
Through 5389, Salt Lake Tower, runway 34 right, line up away. 34 right,
Oh,
line up
shoot.
away, Sky West 5389. .5389 and we'll have traffic crossing the outfield. Roger. JetBlue 2532, if you have it, turn left, Hotel 9, southbound hotel. Okay, left turn here, and southbound hotel, JetBlue 2532. November 8432 Alpha, Salt Lake Tower, traffic cone position at the aircraft, runway 34 right, and taxi via Golf to North Cargo. 8432 Alpha, 34 right, Golf, North Cargo. Paris 5389, wind 350 6, turn left heading 280, runway 34 right, cruise takeoff. 280, cruise takeoff.
All right, so DFW, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, so you're talking about the Sun Country 737 over here. So this is probably, I bet it's a charter for Sun Country. So it's probably for athletics. Share the love, DFW plane spotters, not the hate. Don't scare people away. All right, well then, I will specifically go to DFW and give my review. I hope so in real life too. I sure hope so.
5389 heading 280, contact.
We'll find out because Michael will be the first.
Solid Tower, Triple 871, visual 348.
Triple 871, Solid Tower, wind 3606, runway 34 right, clear to land, say gate.
Clear to land, Bravo 9 on the gate, Triple 871.
Fair enough, DFW plane spotters. Well, at least you didn't swear. Yeah, no swearing on the channel. We'll find out tomorrow. Speaking of that, Plain Jane, like I mentioned, we are going to have Micah the Ramper from Salt Lake City International Airport here tomorrow live to have you ask him the questions you have about being a ramper and talk about his aviation journey. He's also getting pilot lessons, so that'll be really exciting to have him. I'm going to confirm that, and I'll put it in the video tomorrow morning to ensure that he'll be here unless he gets sick or something. So yeah, he'll be on the air around 1 o'clock tomorrow, and we're looking forward to it. And I only have one microphone, so I'm going to have to take it away from the camera to interview him, so sorry about that. But it'll be fun to have him. Meanwhile, I've got JetBlue 6871 arriving from JFK on an Airbus A320. And also behind him is an Airbus A320neo for Frontier from Denver in the next 5 minutes. DFW plane spotters, you get it out for me. That's okay. I can handle that. And if you're new to the channel, DFW is just mad at Walt for denting his car. So just ignore that and subscribe and like to my channel. We're here in Salt Lake City for a little bit longer. And that actually is downtown Salt Lake that you're seeing. So it's only about 10 minutes from the airport. So very convenient. You can get there by car or you can ride the light rail into downtown Salt Lake. And it's only like $2.50 on the light rail. Or no, they just upgraded it. I think it's now $2.75. Flare back at it, my friend. Glad that you can catch the end of our broadcast, my friend. Well, thanks, Plain Jane. I hope I am. If not, I'll give you my mom's email and you can email her and she'll yell at me.
Wait, 71 if you have it. Turn left, Hotel 8, join taxiway Foxtrot.
Hotel 8 on the Foxtrot, Triple 871.
Triple 871, and contact ground, what's your Foxtrot?
Ground on Fox, Triple 871.
It's true. I was always scared of my mom as a kid, so I don't want to tick her off, Plain Jane.
South 9791, visual 348.
Tower 9791, Salt Lake Tower, wind 3205, runway 34 right, clear to land, say gate.
348, clear to land,
Yeah, and Flair, sorry for DFW plane spotters, he's still ornery because he keeps talking about somebody denting his car. He needs a hug. But Flair, I'm thrilled to have you on the broadcast. And folks, that's That is Mount Olympus. The very top of that is Mount Olympus. I believe that is the tallest mountain in the Salt Lake Valley right there. Well, I know DFW Planespotters is a good guy, so. But yeah, folks, if you're just new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. We will be on tomorrow, so we're wrapping up the broadcast today. We'll be on tomorrow beginning at 12:30 tomorrow, Mountain Daylight Time, so that is 18:30 Zulu.
Tango correct, altimeter 3011.
It's DFW Planespotters. I didn't know you knew my mom, but that's good. I have not seen Yeah, so talking about tomorrow's Super Sunday show, we will be on the air at 12, beginning at 12:30 tomorrow p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, or 18:30 Zulu. So we follow and celebrate UTC time here in the aviation world, because that's what we use in the aviation world, is UTC time or Zulu time, which is basically Greenwich Mean Time. So just FYI. Also, UTC time never changes, so it's universal. So if it's 18:30 Zulu here in Salt Lake City, it's also 18:30 in London, it's also 18:30 in Japan or Australia, or so yeah, it does not change. DFW Planespotters, that's a really good question. So Salt Lake, the actual city, Salt Lake City, is about 200,000 people, maybe 225. But the actual metro area is spread all across the mountains to the north and south, about 45, 50 miles each direction. So the actual metropolitan area, like DFW, would be probably 8-9 million people, with Fort Worth, right? And Dallas and all the suburbs. Salt Lake is, I'd guess, about 2.5 million, the metro area. But the city itself, yeah, is not super huge. It's about 200,000 people, 225. So yeah, Columbus is close to 1 million people. It's not like DFW size. But yeah, to remind you again, 12:30 Mountain Daylight Time, 18:30 Zulu. We'll be broadcasting live here from Salt Lake City International Airport. Jamshed, if you're still on, yeah, KLM usually arrives around 6:30, 7 o'clock tomorrow evening local time. Keep in mind tomorrow that the winds are going to be out of the south-southwest. It's supposed to hit 85 tomorrow, so it's going to be really warm. So we're going to have south arrivals. Sorry, DFW plane spotters. You know I like north arrivals the best, but we'll have south arrivals probably for most of the day unless we get a north wind late in the day. But we'll take a break probably around 2:30 or 3-ish and then be back on the air, let's say 5:36-ish. I'll make an official announcement tomorrow for the Super Sunday broadcast. But I will be starting the broadcast tomorrow at 12:30. Micah the Ramper will be on around 1 o'clock tentatively. Still have to get that in the schedule. But we're thrilled to have him. He's our first guest, so that's pretty exciting. And hopefully we can get a guest each week. I've actually reached out to a couple of my pilot contacts to see if they would join me. And haven't heard back from them yet. But I'm hopeful that we can get other people to come on the show. Oh, flare. I'm probably, let me look at what I got going. I'm probably going to need to jet out. I've got to take care of some errands. Grocery shopping, food is good. And I've actually got to do some production work for trying to improve the broadcast. So I'm working on a couple things. So I'll probably have to jet out here in the next 10 minutes or so. But tomorrow, we should expect to see the A330s from Amsterdam and Paris, and then also London tomorrow. And then we have a special livery that comes in 3 times a week from KLM. We've got our only Dreamliner that comes into Salt Lake tomorrow evening. So hopefully it won't get canceled, knock on wood.
Salt Lake Tower, wind 3306, runway 34 right, clear to land, say gate.
34 right, clear land, going to be.
Well, I love your thinking, DFW plane spotters, and Denver is on the list in the next 2 months. But I also need money, and I say that respectfully because I only have so many miles. Yeah, DFW plane spotters.
Southwest 2961 Salt Lake Tower, traffic on an 8-mile final, falling traffic off 32, runway 24 right, clear to take section 124 right, line up away.
Okay, line up away, 34 right, Southwest 2961.
So that's going to be our last departure today. Is very appropriately for DFW plane spotters since he's in Texas and I lived in Texas. The Texas 1 departure is 737-700. Let's see where it's headed. Headed to Denver. So I hope all of you can tune in tomorrow beginning at 12:30 Mountain Daylight Time or 18:30 Zulu. But we'll be on in the midday and then take a break for lunch and then come back in the evening around 5:30 or 6. Yes, I forgot about California 1. Thank you. So I've got to do some research for tomorrow. How many special liveries does Southwest have? I've also got to do some research about Canton International Airport in Tegucigalpa, Honduras, and the new airport there. I did, yeah. We were talking about it earlier, DFW Plane Spotters. Absolutely, I did. Yep. It looks sharp.
For 1790, traffic at your 11 o'clock, 5 miles. Correction, there's no factor, but there's a weather balloon launch southeast of the fields in about a few minutes.
Clear the 1700, roger. What clear left?
Experience 1790, affirmative. Runway 25, still clear to land.
Time for run clear.
2961, contact departure. Departure, you have a good day. 2961. Good day, thanks.
And very nice. Our last arrival will be Spirit in the Yellow Banana, an Airbus A320neo arriving from Orlando, Florida, here in the next 3 minutes, and that'll be our last arrival for today is Spirit 1790. Yeah, I'm excited to see the Hawaiian 1 livery. DFW Plane Spotters, hopefully Ray Dio gets to see it in Hawaii, one of our good friends of the program. That's an Flair. That's an interesting proposition. That would be. It's kind of interesting. Now I really want to see that happen.
Bearing 1790, turn left, join Hotel Mountain.
Well, that does it for today's broadcast from Salt Lake City International Airport. Episode 40 is in the books. I wanted to give a special thanks there to Flair 318 for his contribution and for joining the show. And, of course, DFW Plane Spotters, Plain Jane, Infidel Fireman, Jamshed, also Dario. Great to see Dario back. UP Railroad, Clark Marks. And Bubag. Let's see. Who else? Did I miss anybody? Plain Jane. And everyone else. Oh, Martin and Louis from Martin from the UK. Louis from also here in Salt Lake City. So until tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. from Salt Lake City International Airport, where it'll be probably a little warmer, a little hazier, but still a great day for plane spotting. This is Pip signing off on a Saturday evening from episode 40 from Salt Lake City International Airport. Episode 40 in the books. Have a great Saturday night or early Sunday morning, wherever you are in this world. Be safe, and we'll talk to you tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. And don't forget, 1 p.m., we're scheduled to have Micah the Ramper on tomorrow's show for the Super Sunday show. So have a great night, and we will talk to you tomorrow.